Oracle's up tremendously. You know what? If you pull up a chart of Oracle and just hit all, right? So I usually use CNBC so maybe I can follow along. Again, we have our chart systems here and stuff like that, so you can follow along for free. But when you put all and hit this and you look at that chart, it's kind of amazing. It's
big,
just
beautiful chart.
Yeah, it's just, yeah, especially since 2020. 2020 was 50. It was below 50 in 2020, and this is like mid 2020. It's 200 now, right? All-time high. Maybe just continues to hit all-time, up 13% after reporting earnings. Let me tell you something. If you have, you don't even have to have that much time because you have AI and AI. I was going to say, if there's one conference call to listen to, this is the one you need to listen to. You're going to understand what's really going on with AI. It's fascinating. This call was fascinating. This is a name we have in a portfolio. I don't know how much we're up on. I think it's in what, CRA?
CRA, this is your
CRA for a while, right? I mean, we got to be, where do we recommend that thing? We recommended it a while ago,
December of 2023, but then we added to it, I'll have to get the date, but we're up 40-ish%, but that's buying in 2 tranches.
Yeah, 2 tranches. I think we bought it, we bought it a lot lower.
December 23 was the first, and then the second
December
one
23, yeah. So, when I look at this name, I mean, and I just want to see what December 23 is because this was around 115, 116, 200. That's when we started buying it. When we found out, just looking at the demand for AI and their services, right? And you want to see, who's going to be the biggest winners of AI? Because a lot of AI names are going to go up no matter what. Things are much better. Yes, we saw a little bit of a decline, a year ago, but this is more confirmation. We mentioned it yesterday with Meta. Massive deals, Scale AI, building up this, super intelligence AI team that's spending 9 figures or whatever it is. Just a ton of money on it, ton of money. He's hiring the best talent, right? And ends up is handpicking the talent. You have Amazon as well, $20 billion deal in Pennsylvania. I mean, this is daily, right? So today Oracle comes out, and listen to this. Again, you can look at the transcript, so it's going to be a lot quicker for you. But if you want to listen to this call, it's unbelievable. So they basically said that they're waving off customers because demand is so strong. They don't have enough supply to meet demand. So that they're getting customers and they say, you got to push out a little bit further. They recently got one order. And remember, we talked about this. We talked about a 5 gig, right, order in the Middle East, right, Saudi Arabia, how big that is. We talk about, 1 gig, 2 gig, 5 gig is insane. Right? It's insane. And I don't know if it has to do with that order, but they said they recently got one order that would take up all the capacity it currently has. They said they've never seen this type of demand in their history. The demand, I'm quoting here, is astronomical. Okay, so they are saying this, and I've listened to Oracle, I've listened to Larry Ellison and calls in the past. He's an optimistic guy. He's one of the greatest CEOs. He's awesome. And what'd you say about Iron Man? I didn't know that.
I heard the rumor that the Iron Man was mimicked or made after
which
Larry.
I don't doubt. But I mean,
Tony
this guy,
Stark, they made him with attributes of.
And not only that, now he's brilliant. He's, the roll-up strategy of him buying competitors and buying companies. It's easy to do a roll-up when you're able to raise money. Anyone could do it. You could buy whoever you want. It's the integration of these companies that make roll-ups incredibly difficult and separates, that 10% that work compared to the 90% that don't work. You need to know how to integrate. You need to know what divisions to shed, and he does it seamlessly. Like he'll have a massive acquisition and like 3 months it's integrated. It's unbelievable, right? He's like the king of that. They talk about cloud revenue, applications, infrastructure, again, thrown in AI, expected to grow. It was growing 24%. Remember, when you grow year over year, your percentage, you're growing your revenue tremendously, but as you become mature, the percentage of growth is supposed to go down. The percentage of growth, right? So if you see 30% growth and you're growing 25, you're still growing 25%, then you're growing 20% and 15%, right? Eventually, you're going to see growth is not exponential, constantly goes up above, right? It usually slows on a percentage-wise. Last year, they were growing their cloud revenue, the application infrastructure. It was growing 24%. You know what they just said was going to grow year over year into 2026?
It better be a lot more.
40%. Holy shit, right? They're spending $25 billion on CapEx to meet demand, which is more than they ever spent, and they said it's probably light because they have to spend more money. Larry Ellison was on that call. He said, I'm quoting, "We use the most modern application generators and AI database technology to build our application suite. And then we add AI analytics using OpenAI, XAI, Google, Llama, and other popular large language models on top of that application data. No other company is even attempting to build the depth and breadth of AI-based application that we've already built." Okay, I'm going to tell you something. Market cap for Oracle right now is about $550 billion. It's going to be the next trillion-dollar company. That's going to happen. The market cap is going to happen within 12 months. And this is a company that was up 7% on this, and then as word got out about this call, it's up 13.5% right now in a tape that's not too good today. This is going to be one of the largest companies in the world. Already is, but it's going to be a lot bigger. I think it's going to go to $1 trillion valuation. It'll double from here. Demand's off the charts. It's not an expensive stock here. It's just this runway of demand for AI and who's the best at it. Their biggest customers are the three biggest, right? You got Google, Amazon, and Meta. That's their three customers, right? They're the three largest customers that are just spending hundreds of billions of dollars. Hundreds of billions of dollars annually now. That's what it's going to be. Hundreds of billions. They said it was going to be 60 to 70. Amazon already said it's over 100 billion. That was probably before 20 billion they just spent in Pennsylvania. This is the amount of money that these companies generate. It's unbelievable, this trend of how much money is pouring into this. And, Oracle is definitely a great play on this.
Yes, this was Frank's pick. All I did was add to it.
I didn't say that, though. I didn't say that. I was going to say, because you have a lot. Remember, when you make the picks and they go up, they're my picks. And when I make the picks and go up, they're my picks.
But I did add to it, and I got some grief. Why are you adding to it here? Now it's up a bunch. It's like, well, that's way to go, Larry.
No, that's cool. That's cool. But,
so I'll tell you how cutthroat Larry is. I have a friend, and his wife was on the marketing team, talented person. She listened to a conference call a few conference calls ago. And I don't know if it was a CEO, but the woman on the call made a line and said, oh, and during the quarter, we exited the advertising business. So my friend's wife reached out to her boss and was like, hey, did you catch that? Like, any update? The next day, everybody was fired. That's how they found out. That's how cutthroat that is.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
He isn't messing around.
But hey, I'm not bashing. I'm just saying, funny story.
It's crazy. No. I think you'll really love Wall Street Unplugged Premium. The Wall Street Unplugged Premium is my members-only podcast where I dive even deeper into this week's events. Tell you specifically what moves you can make today. Specific investment ideas I'm recommending and tracking each week. Also, the news we're picking up from our network of insiders. And becoming a member is super simple and super cheap. So head on over to WSUoffer.com to check it all out. Sign up today and you won't miss a thing. That's WSUoffer.com.